Hello, good evening, Mr. James.
Oh, good evening, Francis.
I
Okay.
I'll be traveling and I got one confession. On Wednesday, right? I'll be flying back to Vietnam. I will
Oh,
land
really?
I will land Vietnam around 7 p.m. So I will miss 1 hour of a lesson.
No problem. Okay. Just enjoy your flight. Don't worry about it. Today we'll just go deep dive the detail, some tool for the new founders. I don't think it's so helpful for you. Don't worry about the attendance. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Enjoy
Yeah,
your
because
flight.
I'll be walking around. I will be in the vehicle, so I'm not sure whether I'll be having network because we are going to somewhere in the desert.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So enjoy
So
your flight. Enjoy your trip. Don't worry
and
about it. Okay. I will
Dubai right
post.
now is very hot. Yeah. Dubai
Okay.
is very hot now.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
So I will post the material later on the link you can download and have a look if you want. Okay. Don't worry
Noted.
about it. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, sir. When
Thank
is
you.
the assignment? When is our assignment? Next week, right?
Uh, uh, that's all right. Okay, just one kind of small idea. You have to use some kind of knowledge. I think so far and present. It's so simple, right?
Okay,
Some idea, business plan, and then just make a PowerPoint and just
right.
use some good idea for me. I think it's simple.
Okay, sure. When is the presentation? Is Wednesday or Monday?
Uh, Probably is on Wednesday next week for you have more time to prepare. Huh? Okay, that's us.
Okay, wait, Wednesday. Oh man, I'll be in Korea.
Oh, really? Okay, so I will
Yeah.
make announcement officially on the link. Okay,
Sorry.
so to let all of you know, don't worry about it.
Okay.
Okay, make sure you know my deadline.
Yeah,
Okay.
Wednesday I'll
Yeah.
be in Korea, but I'm not sure I'll be traveling to Busan.
So you can
Mm.
make a presentation later because actually there are a lot of students in the classroom, and I don't think one day is enough. The time
Okay,
for all of
sure.
you. Okay.
If I will let you know if I can't, then I will just need to reschedule the lesson.
Okay, don't worry about it. Okay,
And
I
sir, I'm so
understand.
sorry that
Okay.
my because this because they just finished their new year and then everything is coming up for
Ah,
yeah. I
okay.
know it's
So I
my
know that.
I'm so sorry to I'll be finish up the assignment definitely. I will send it to you and then I'll present.
Okay.
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 Thank you, sir.
All right.
Thank you. Sorry
Thank
for
you.
the inconvenience.
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
Cheers, sir.
Oh, hello, Tin Lai.
Yes, sir. A
Um,
little
I'll let,
bit. Sorry, sir.
I'll let you and I, huh?
Oh, Francis is here. Yes.
Okay, Mr. Francis, he is on his business trip.
Oh,
They haven't back to Vietnam yet, so probably he can turn off the face and the phone today. All right. No, business owner life. So busy, all right, and sacrifice a lot.
student life is every time free.
That's it. Okay, so one thing you have to remember, you have to choose between a lot of position and the time. You have to choose and sacrifice. All right,
Yeah.
you have to focus, invest on the time, on your dedication to the goal within 5 or 10 years, and we'll get back later. But before, we have to do that first. It's actually some kinds of when we do business in the challenging economic environment nowadays. Okay, nothing is so stable. We can VUCA, tuna, and bani. Some kind of keyword. It means unstable and unpredictable business environment. So as a business owner, if you can be protected and supported by the government, it's so great. But but I don't think in some Asian economic country, that's it. Okay, we do receive a lot of support from the government. They really think, but they don't have enough resources to take care for the S&M business founder like us. Okay, that's it. All right. The lesson today I also prepare a lot of material for you. I think it's quite good, especially for
Yeah, here.
yeah, right, for someone new like you in the up journey about how to turn idea into the practical. You know, how you think, you make a lot of analyst, the tool, the 5-4, Pixel, SWOT, whatever, and then how you put the idea into the practice. And one thing is very important that choosing the price. Choosing the price will affect to on your system. And today I will teach you the psychology of how to set in the price. Right? Actually, at that time, you don't need to master the finance a lot. You need how to survive. You need how to get money. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Increase the revenue first and then optimize the operation to cut costs later. All right. We
Yes,
just
yes.
leverage. Okay, understand, right? We just leverage stage on the 4th and the 5th stage in the 6th step, then think about reduce cost. All right. Actually, when you open a new thing, market development, manage trade, all thing you have to develop, invest the resources in the marketing. So it's hard to reduce the cost at that stage. Okay. All right. Just my advice. You know, a lot of friend of mine, they are starting up, and after 5 years, I can see one trend. It's so popular. Just sharing the real experience in Vietnam, case study in Vietnam. The people who start with the strong at the sales and marketing, now they're very good at business. However, the people who strong at uh, uh, engineering, the products production, operation, finance, usually after 3 and 5 years, I don't think their business is good now. All right. I'm not sure for the next 3 years, but compare for the first period, 5 years, the people good at marketing and sales, they usually choose the market wisely. Choose the market wisely, the very important step. Think about business model canvas, the first and the second column I teach you so far. Okay. So
Yes.
all the things you face later about the theory, just based on all of the lesson I teach you so far. I promise that even though you are in the real master or PhD, it's just something very theory, but the practical, the bond, the bond, okay, the skeleton in the business, I teach you so far. I promise that, okay. Hello, boy. Hello,
Hello,
boy.
sir.
Okay, how are you today? It's good, huh?
It's good, sir.
That's all right.
Ready for
So, okay.
studies?
Okay, so let's make a small revision before we start the lesson today. I will post the material last week on the Google Classroom later today. Okay, so you just download and have a look. And tomorrow I will make an official announcement to all of the classroom mates to know that about a deadline for your midterm, your first presentation. Okay, so it's so simple. You just collect all the information I teach you so far and choose a business idea and try to make it, turn it real, turn it practical based on the business model canvas or some kind of tool like pastel SWOT analysis or all the things I teach you. To choose 1 or 3 things to make sure that you understand and you can make it applicable in your real case study. Okay, you got it? All right, so let's make a small revision now. And actually, I did prepare the material for next week. You know, in my material, I use the word week. It means that's a lot of slices. I can teach you in 1 day, but I just supply to you if you have more time. And later, you need for a stop, you need some theory to guide you again. Just turn back this classroom. It's all here. You know, because I can't do some very specific to your industry. So just some very general theoretical framework to have you. All right.
Yes.
But believe in me, as a business founder, just one small improvement can change a lot for your company or your organization. Just only small improvement. Think about 5 ways, 10% better every day. You can improve 46% in revenue and 61% in profits. Just a small change improvement. But you have to do it correctly first. It means you have to understand all the things on the factors that affect your business. All right. Remember. Okay. Just that's so powerful tool. All right. That's it. Okay. So let's make a small revision first for you. Okay. So can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Mm,
That's it. Okay. So again, when you talk about a business environment, why you have to think about business environment? Because we don't do business alone. We have a lot of competitors. We have a lot of customer. We have a lot of supplier. We have a lot of new entrants to join in your environment. The reason why you have to understand at least 3 out of 5 tools here. If you want to know your internal strength and weaknesses, think about SWOT analysis. If you want to understand the broader market forces, economy, technology, legal, environment, and society, you have to analyze pastel. If you want to think about the competition that affects your profits, you have to know the tool 5 forces. And if you to determine before you invest money to know that if the market is worth pursuing or not, big enough or not, think about market sizing times Samsung. Okay, and if
Yes.
you want to know which activity in your company, okay, where that have the biggest impact to your company, to your organization, think about value chain. Activity, think about value chain. Competition, think about 5 forces. Market side, think about TAM Samsung. Inner strength, think about SWOT. External trend, think about pastel. Okay, clear?
Yes,
Poi?
sir.
Okay, Poi,
Yes,
clear?
sir.
Thank you. So I do repair lots of questions. After that, you just put your specific case and use the guiding question here is to make you know more about yourself, know more about your organization. Okay, that's it. Strength and weaknesses, and I think the first, you should spend more time for strength and weaknesses and try to combine it. And you know which market you should focus and think about Samsung later. Okay, understand the step, huh?
Yes.
That's it. But before that, you have to make clear about the goal. And if you want to define your goal clearly, think about the mastery step. If you want to define your goal clearly, think back again. 6 step actually is the vision of your company, the goal, the vision, the mission, and core value. Understand me? Probably the first time the goal is the money, or the goal is hiring the good people, or the goal is to improve the niche market. I think about the mastery. I have a lot of questions in mastery, and gather in evidence before you do. Don't base on your feeling all the time. We need some number. We need some data. Remember the word data driven. We inform your decision. Okay, that's it. And the second tool we call the pestle. Right, choose 1, 2, 3 that most related to your industry. Especially think about technology. It can change a lot. Think about environments. Nowadays, the younger generation, they really refer some campaigns related to the green. If your products can catch that trend, I think it's easy to boom or grow up your business. Okay. And next, about the 5 forces for competition. If you think about competitors, you think about competition that affects your profit, the profit. Okay, think about 5 factors. Your competitors, your supplier, the buyer, the threat of new entrants, and the threat of substitutes. And from there, actually, based on the 5 factors, you have a lot of data, and then you can inform the strategy. Think about strategy. Strategy is so important. As a founder, strategy is to know what you should not focus. All right. Strategy is the thing that you should not focus as a founder. The thing that we should focus is a lot, but no one never asks themselves about a question. As a founder, the thing you shouldn't do, think about it. Okay, you got econ strategy. So simple, right? All right. And the market size times Samsung. Okay, times Samsung. That's it. What does it mean? Again, TAM is the biggest number, the whole market. And usually in the report, we will see the TAM number in some kinds of final report. It just told you about the TAM. As a founder, you should judge it. You should not judge it. Okay. SAM means serviceable, available market. All right. It means we have the niche market. We have the target customer. We have the product scope and geography. And in the niche market, we have the sum, the very narrowed down, the narrowest market size that actually give you the win in the short term. If you want to get the niche market with the predictable cash flow, think about some serviceable, obtainable market. Okay, the yellow one here is the numbers that you should concern about. That's enough. All right. And if, as a managers, as a founders, as a GM, you want to improve your activities, you should make a value chain analysis. Focus on the primary activities instead of support activity. Think about logistic, inbound, outbound, operation. Do we have an SOP already or not? Marketing sale, what problem? And the service CCS team. Focus about the thing that create value the most. Think about the SMART curve. Branding, marketing, sales, after sales, and R&D, the same primary activity here. Okay, all right, and the same. After that, you move to the third and the fourth stage of 6 step. Then you think about the people, leverage, the time, the money later. Okay, that's it. And we have one thing, decision framework. As a business owner and founder, we have the link, the matrix between the market and the products. And usually, as staff founder, you should focus on the market penetration. Okay, in terms of risk management, it's the easy one and the least risky strategy. Just focus selling more to your customer. Okay, the goal increase market share, increase more purchase, and finding new customer in that market. Okay, that's it. And that's why we only think about the advertising, about the sales promotion, and the pricing. And today, in this lesson, I will teach you some kinds of psychology methods when you set the price. Okay, that's it. Because pricing is so important, right? But actually, I think that we hardly have a course about how to make the price. Okay, usually the founder just make the price based on the competitors or their feeling. Okay, so pricing quite interesting topic. The next we have the product development. It means develop the new products for existing customer base. It means that time you have to focus on R&D team. That is why at the beginning I told you R&D plays a very important role. Okay, for the product development. Offer new variation and providing new service to support, or innovating to make involve customer need. It means try to last the customer the lifetime at your company as much as possible. Okay, that's it. All right, simple, huh? By interview them, listen to them, make them trust you. They will share their real feeling. They just share your feeling when you can make them really become a real friend. You become customer inside. Inside has been not here, hot, not them anymore. You have to make sure they know you, they trust you, and become your loyal friend. Okay. 1, 2. First step, second step. Okay. For stop only. Okay. And the market development is mean you introduce your products to the new market, and franchise, for example, is a way for market development. It's mean expanding a new customer segment, exploring new geography regions, or returning in international market. And usually some global company, they do the market development strategy so well. Okay, actually my student, they are learning the major at school called international commerce. That's it. Okay, to have the company to develop a new market in the new regions. Okay, that's it. And the final one is the hardest one, and in terms of risk management, because risk is strategy, because diversification. Okay, forget it if you're a new one. Forget it if you're a new one, because we need a lot of money, a lot of investment. Okay, that's it. That's here. So general, if you want to do business, the first market research is important. Okay, market research is important. Understand the current market and customer behavior. Think about the customer persona I teach you so far. Customer persona, geography, demographic, their income, their hobby, their interest, their pain point. All right. The next one, resort assessment. The company needs to evaluate their resource. It means you have to think again about the tone I teach you so far. SWOT, pastel, competition, think about the fight force, the important activities, think about the value chain. Okay, that's it. Combine 3 or 4 tools to help you to evaluate your company, evaluate the resources. Okay, that's it. And risk management. Market penetration is the good one. However, diversification is so challenging. All right. And competitive landscapes. Analyzing the competitive environments is essential. I will teach you today deep dive detail how to help you know about competitive landscape. Okay, that's it. And alignment with the core competency. And one company, usually we have 1 or 2 core competency. You have to identify it and invest the money on it. Okay, for example, you get a technology, should focus on technology. I mean, the team technology in your company should be the highest, and with the huge investment from you, you have to understand the core competency. If you are working with the consultants industry, it means the sales team or the consultancy team is the most important thing that receive the most support from you. Okay, so think about your company. What's your core competency? And then you choose a strategy. Should we market penetration or the product development or market development? Think about core competency. What are your very strongest? We not think about the SWOT analysis, the strength. What are your strengths? Okay. Actually, we have another tool to have you test it, but I don't have a lot of time to show you. Is that okay? So there are a few more. There are a few more slides. Please take a look at home. Okay. That's it. Okay. And today we deep dive to very interesting topic again. We call business framework. Yeah, okay. Founders framework explain. After we have a lot of tool, okay, we have some kind of framework to explain to you. That's it. And here we have 2 main topic today, and hope that I can finish the first one, because actually this material probably 120 slices. I did prepare to you. Right. So developing a business idea after you have a lot of things. So what makes you makes money? What have you makes money? Okay, idea, right? And developing the business idea, turn it into action. That's enough. Okay. Without action on idea, useless. Okay, it's nothing. Okay, that's it. The first, we have a team, or we do it individually. And one technique, brainstorming. It's simple, right? Brainstorming. We have here, and mind mapping. Start with a central concept that represents your idea and branch with associated idea, features, and solution. Okay? This visualize, stimulate connection, and encourages a holistic view of your idea. We have 2 words, brainstorming and mindstorming. Okay. And I would tell you either brainstorming, not mindstorming. Remember? So before brainstorming, we have the term brand writing. It means instead of put on a thing in your head, try to list the idea down on the paper, especially allowing introvert people to contribute equally. The problem that when we make discussion, introvert people hardly show their voice. But usually, as a founder, I find out I find out that they sometimes have the very good idea because they think so carefully compared to extrovert people in a team. Okay? Remember, try to encourage introvert to contribute their voice, contribute their contribution to the team. The next, this technique involves silently write the ideas on the paper. And the paper are then passed to others to add to or build on, continue rotation. Okay? Encourage everyone and avoid a dominance by single voice. And usually at a GM, usually as a founder, we did it before. We have a lot of experience. That's the reason why in the brainstorming, you should be a person in charge, shouldn't raise the voice so much. Because your team, your member probably can be affected by your voice, by your idea. Make it so natural, make it so fresh again. Okay? Remember, okay, you should not interfere too much to their process. Just do naturally, write down on the paper past, and they will give you more view, more perspective on the problem so far. Because you saw the problem, it's been that at that time, you can do it by yourself. Okay? That's the reason why you need a lot of people. So let as many people as possible involved to that process. Okay? That's it. Brainstorm technique, role playing. That's it. Okay. Usually, I find this technique is quite interesting. I will assign the roles like a target customer, the competitors, or investor, like a 5 forces. And I asked my team member act out, play pros, and ask their scenario to get the different perspective. For example, the sales team and marketing team, they often think about a target customer, right? And sometimes in this technique, I let them play role to become the supplier. Supplier or the new entrants, to have them open their view, open their perspective. Okay, it's quite interesting. You will find out a lot of interesting idea from this technique. Believe in me. That's it. Scamper. We have the tool we call Scamper. This method uses a framework, and we use all of the verb because the verb will relate to action, do thing, action. Because now we need to turn idea from action. So usually try to use verb instead of adjective. Verb very clear, encourage people do. For example, Scamper stand for stretch, combine, adapt, modify, put to use, eliminate, and reverse. If you have an idea, just think about it, how you stretch it, how do you combine it to the old system or existing system, how do you adapt it to our system, how you modify to fit with our customer, how to put and use it in the next week, how to eliminate some very not good function. You understand me? Okay, try to put a verb. Okay, ask them. Okay, Scamper. Very good technique. As a founder, you just ask. Let your follower, your team think again. Don't let them do. Ask them. Okay, that's it. Refine your idea for maximum impact. What does it mean? Okay, conduct feasibility to assess your practicality of your idea. Think about that's market fit. It means think about business model canvas, the first, the second, and third column. Your customer segment, your value proposition, does it fix together or not? Okay, How about the channel? How do you distribute? And finally, think about your customer relationship, how you make friends, keep them buying your products again. Okay, that's it. Target market fit. This is multiple canvas again, right? Okay. Does your ID solve real problem for your target audience? A very important question. And analyze the market research data and conduct the interview to validate the needs for your products and service. Again, target market fit. Right? Remember? Thank you. Some keyword. Impact analysis. What impact will your business have? Consider social, environment, economic impact alongside profit. It means pastel factors. Okay? Pastel factors again. A/B testing and prototype. Create the minimum viable products. It means MVP. Okay, highlight the word for me. MVP, minimum viable, conceivable products. To take the early user feedback or to take the different aspect of your idea before scale up development. All right. For example, in my centers, we have a new courses. The first, I will gather some volunteer to study for free. It's for free. After 1 or 2 months, I gather them and gather some kind of feedback from them. They will show me good or not good. Okay. So I asked them if or you are a real customer. So what your idea? They will give up a lot of idea at that time because they study for free. Okay. So we don't give the real complaint. And then we change update, then launch to the market. It's okay? Agree? Understand? We call MVP. It's mean before you launch to environment or use full scale development that products, try to get prototype or MVP first. Understand me? Okay. An MVP is the basic versions of your products that allow you validate your assumption and gain valuable insight of customer before investing significant resources. Think about MVP. Very, very important keyword today. MVP. Okay? That's it. And case study. I will let's explain the theory again and give you a case study Airbnb. That's very popular one, huh? Okay. Try to use all of the thing I teach you so far. Okay, again, huh? Make sure you understand me. The first, we have some tool to turn your idea into action. I mean action. Okay. Brainstorming. Brainstorm is mean try to keep it silent. Write down on the papers. Try to encourage introverts to contribute more. Okay, avoid dominance by single voice. And the best way, the best solution as the founders, as the GM, you shouldn't talk too much. Keep yourself silent. Let your team brainstorm. Give them a new perspective. Okay. Next, role play. Think about 5 forces. How competition that affects to your profits. 5 forces. Porter 5 forces I teach you so far. Let one core team member play the roles. For example, target customer, competitor, new entrants, investor, supplier. Think about the scenario, potential challenges and opportunity. Open more the horizon. And next, scammer. We have a lot of verb. After they have idea, think about that verb. For example, how do you combine this? How do you combine this with? How do you adapt this with, how you modify this with, okay, the word scammer. If you want your team or your organization take action, use verb and now instead of adjective. Okay, this is tip, very important tip. Okay, understand me? Yeah, follow me. Poi,
Yes, sir.
Poi.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Afron, long time no see, Afron. Can you hear me? Afron. Afron. All too cool. All too cool. Chibuzo.
Yeah, Ephraim is here.
Okay. Can you hear me? Can you follow my lesson?
Yeah, I can hear you. I just joined.
Okay,
I had
thank
a
you.
network. You know, I'm on a route. I traveled, so I've not been
Oh, really?
stable. Yeah.
Okay. Enjoy your trip, huh? Thank you. That's
Okay.
it. Thank you. And then make sure your idea have a maximum impact. You need to assess them again. Okay. We have idea, think a lot, and then make it impact to your company. All right. And business model canvas again. Market fit. The idea, so your real problem for your target audience. 1, 2, 3, 4 for first column of business model canvas. Customer segment, value proposition, channel, and customer relationship. Okay, make the market analysis and conduct a customer interview together to test, to validate the needs for your products. The best way, have the market, need markets, interview them. Okay, I have a new idea. I have new products. What do you think? Understand me? Okay. Follow? That's it. And then think about a pastel. You have the products. Think about what impact to your business, social, environment, economic impact, along with the profits. After all things fun, all things fine, okay, idea, customer, target market, all is very good, then create the MVP. It means the minimum viable product. You can see it, you can touch it, you can know it. Then gather the user feedback and test the idea before full-scale development. Okay, so MVP are the basic versions of your products or service that allows you to validate core assumption and gather valuable user insight for investing significant resources. Okay, that's it. So think about Airbnb and how they use all of the tool here to help them solve problem. Because you know, all of you know Airbnb, right? Airbnb? Nope.
No, sir.
Okay. All right. For example, in 2007, two people named Franceschi and Joe Gabbia struggled to pay the rent in San Francisco because too expensive. With a major design conference bringing a tourist and a limited number of hotel rooms available, they offer an air mattress on the floor of the apartment to attendees, and Airbnb was born. That's simple, right? Okay, they have a house. They have a house, so they offered air mattresses on the floor. Okay, that's it. Okay, that's Airbnb was born. The very simple idea, right? Thank you. And the first word you have to understand, the simple solution born from necessity, is mean market fit. You have the market fit first. The market first. Identify the need of the customer first. Okay, the market and products, market first. Remember, they initially focus on renting out air mattress to attendees of a conference and event. Simple, because if you traveling to the new city, you need to pay a rent, right? But they're too expensive. That's Airbnb was born. Where the rent with very cheap, very affordable price for the traveler. After testing and receiving feedback, they broaden the concept, allow people to rent out any space in their rooms and their homes. Okay. That's it. Focus attract a clear need for affordable lock-ins for traveler, and also providing homeowners with the way that earn extra income. And you know, like a crap, Airbnb don't have the house. Okay, don't have the house like a crap. And Uber, this company doesn't own any car. And me like this, they still doesn't own any house. They just in the middle. They try and create an app, extract the travelers, and connect with the homeowner. Simple, right? It means they exploit another people resources. Okay, think about it. Think about it. So addressing the common traveler pain point, affordable lodging for all. So I give very simple case studies to help you follow, huh? Okay, that's it. I'll begin with a laser focus on specific problem, the lack of affordable lodging during peak travel time. So some country like Vietnam, good. I'm not sure for your country or not, but in Vietnam, Airbnb is growing so fast. Okay, think about it. Think about it. Okay, ever gotten a price out in the hotel during a festival or major sporting event? Frustrating, right? Okay, you need affordable lodging because when you want to enjoy the sport game all the time and then come back home and sleep, all right, with a very affordable price, Airbnb can help you. All right, that's it. And it's a win-win for a traveler and homeowner. And still, you still have a good business in the middle. That's it. Think about win-win approach. Affordable stay for traveler and extra income for the host. Resonated with people. Adapt to user feedback. They broaden the scope, allow people rent out any spare space in the home. Okay, just the mattress, and then anything in the house, in any spare space in the house. That's it. Building trust in the sharing economy. I think it's a very good model, sharing economy. Very good word. I think it's still hot for the next 5 years. Okay, Brian and Joe understood the importance of building trust and security. They created a user-friendly platform. That's it. The platform, the sharing economy for booking stay, complete with detailed listing, host profile, and repost review system. It means he using the testimonial. Okay, he collected testimonial in the niche market. Okay, remember in the niche market, we have, if you want to create the predictable cash flow, you have to collect a lot of testimonial, combine sales and marketing. And two people do the same technique. Okay, simple, right? This transparency fosters the trust between host and guest, allow them to connect and create unique travel experiences, touching in the feeling, because you can live inside of the local. You can share a lot of experience to create the more comfortable feeling compared to stay in the hotel. Okay, that's it. Simple, right? It's been sharing economy, win-win about the cost, and better feeling, better experience for the traveler. That's enough. So highlight importance here. Just identify a gap in the market. Okay, recognize limited hotel, the gap in the market, refine the concept, create a solid plan. Because they did create a user-friendly platform for booking stay. The very important keyword, platform. If you're very good at technology, think about the word platform. All right? Today. That's it. Okay? So you understand my case study, yeah? All right. Now we stop about one minute. So give me something new you can learn from the section turning idea into action. Okay, some kind of tone, some kinds of new lesson you study here. Okay, 1 minute, and then 1 people 30 seconds to share. Right. Okay, time is over. So, anyone? So, Tin Lai, can you share one new thing you studied from my lesson? How to turn an idea into action? Or which tool can be used for your business later? Okay, sharing, please.
Yes, today I learned how to turn ideas into action using tools like brainstorming, role playing, and Scamper techniques. I also understood the importance of validating ideas through the business model canvas, customer interviews, and past analysis. So, finally, I learned that the creating MVP and testing it with users like Airbnb takes is the best way to reduce risks and build their real value.
Okay, so very good. The first, understand more about business model canvas. You know why I decided to teach in the second section after make friends to you, huh? Yeah, it's like a skeleton for all of the program. All right. But okay. Then you learn about MVP before you full scale development for the new products. You need to create the MVP in terms of risk management. Okay, very good, excellent. Okay, how about Mr. Afron? Afron. 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 Yeah, Afron. Can you share something? How about Oduku? Oduku? Chibuzu? Okay, Miss Poi. Miss Poi.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what one thing you learn from the section turn your idea into action?
Okay, so I used to know that brainstorming is important. Now I learned that brainstorming is very important, sir, because is everyone can participate and write it down their idea and make it so fresh, sir. And then role play also is critical for that, sir, because imagine there's one scenario and role play about the customer supplier we can replace it. And
Good.
then I landed the market target market fit, sir. It is a channel, it is the distribution, the impact, the analysis, and then use the customer fever, customer relationship. I learned that.
Okay.
Also, important the MVV, sir. Minimum web. How to pronounce?
Okay.
Viable products, yeah.
Viable. It's mean you can see it. Viable products.
Viable.
Okay.
Okay. Minimum viable products, MVV. This is very important. There is a basic passion of the business. Basic, yeah.
Thank you. I think it's great. So,
Yes.
however, I just want to remind one thing for all of you, thing like Poya, you should use the framework of verb because you encourage the people take actions. We turn idea already into action. Use the verb, and now instead of adjective in your instruction, can you stretch the idea with? Can you combine the idea with? Can you adapt idea with? Can you modify a little bit with? Can you put to use in? Can you eliminate something with? Okay, think about it. Okay, Scamper is so good technique because it can encourage people to. Don't ask them, give me idea, don't give me idea all the time. Try to use the verb. Let them think. All right. Put it in on your chat GPT. It will suggest you some really specific situation for your company. Okay, that's it. So let's move to some kind of example. The entrepreneur's journal visualization flowchart. Okay, it's simple, right? Flowchart, step by step. We have a lot of charts for the fishbone. Okay, just use the word flowchart. Map out the step by step from the idea generation to product development, marketing, launch flow. Step 1, step 2 links together. And actually, a flow chart also can help you to know the main process. It is value chain analysis is one kind of flow chart. Okay, value chain analysis and timeline. Simple, right? We have a lot of good technique about timeline for. Let me remember. The Gantt chart, the Gantt chart is also one kind of timeline to visualize the time frames. Okay, and milestone chart is mean the key milestone you need to reach a specific point of your journey. So actually, use 3 tones to help you visualize your journey. That's it. Based on the project, based on your kinds of products development. Next, however, you have to understand, even though some famous scientists, famous entrepreneurs, we faced the struggle earlier on the stage. Do you know him? You know him? Oh my goodness, okay. Thomas Edison. Okay, with the light bulb. And he conducted 1,000 failed experiment before successful. MVP, right? It means he touched the light bulb. It means he got an MVP, but he failed 1,000 times before successful. You understand me? Even though you have MVP already, you have the products already, but you still fail. Remember the word. Okay, next. Soichi Honda. he stayed unemployed for a long time before starting his own business. Okay. And now he become a hero in Japan, Honda. And you know, okay, Harry Potter. All right, thank you. All right. She were rejected by multiple publishers before becoming a global phenomenon. So struggle earlier. Even she had a script, right? She had a story. It means she got an MVP, but still get rejected. So at that time, you need to brave enough, determined enough, and dedicated enough with your journey. Understand me? Even though you got MVP, you have the products already. But before you make it become global phenomenon, become published, you still need to brave and feel get disappointed sometimes because you get rejected so many times like him or her. Edison, a 1,000 light bulb experience failed before successful. Remember two lesson. You know her? Oprah Winfrey, okay? Oprah would face poverty and discrimination before becoming one of the successful media personalities on time. Okay, so usually as entrepreneurs, make sure that you will face the early struggle. All right, and you can overcome that struggle early in your journey or not. We determine you can become an entrepreneur or not. Okay. Next, market research. The same, market fit, market research, so many times. But today, we also learn about some kinds of tool help you strong at market research. You have to identify the trend. Ask question, are there any emerging trend in your industry that you can capitalize on? For example, think about TikTok. It's a trend, right? TikTok is a trend, right? And if your target audience is the younger generation, you have capitalize on TikTok. Shopping on TikTok, create a video clip on TikTok, try to advertise on TikTok, right? Industry trend. How about economic factors? Inflation or interest rate, is that affecting your business or not? For example, economic downturn may lead to decreased consumer spending, impacting your sale, especially after COVID-19. A lot of people lose job, right? And in fact, your potential customer, they don't have a lot of money for spending compared to before the COVID-19. That's it. All right, we call economic factors and technological advancement. Will the new technology disrupt your business or create a new opportunity? Very dangerous now, AI. AI can replace your business in 1 second. But actually, it's just a clearer pictures for the pastel factors, right? Here we just clearer pictures for the tone we studied so far, pastel, right? Okay, that's it. Three things you have to know about your market. The first, the trend. The second, economic factors. The third, technology. Three things, especially the trend. The market trend is so important because you can boom your business so fast based on market trend. For example, as I remember in Vietnam, 10 years ago, they have a new soup, like a kind of a food, a vendor food of Vietnam. I don't know. I'm not sure or not, but they boom and a lot of people eat it, and a lot of shopper, a lot of restaurant owner, they can earn by selling that food and become the billionaire in Vietnam after 1 month. The food, okay, the street food. I'm not sure how to explain detail that. Just the food, okay, and a lot of people love it. It become a trend. Okay, simple. And now, here in Vietnam, you can see, you know, this K in Vietnam, we call the moon K. We call the moon K because we gonna approaching the moon, the mid autumn festival. Mid-autumn festival. So a lot of people will buy the moon cake. So, you know, actually it very expensive. Okay, 3,000 Vietnam dong for one cake. 300 for one cake. We don't buy it because of products. We don't buy it because it's the trend in the society. You know, okay. So think about the trends, especially related to your festival, your holiday. It will affect a lot, right? Yeah. Okay. So economic factors, and usually we just now we are just compare before and after COVID-19. The spending of customer is so different. That's why you have to think about pricing strategy. They don't have enough money. They don't have a lot of money compare before the COVID-19. After COVID-19, after economic downturn, a lot of people really refrain themselves from spending. Yes. Okay. Agree. That's it. And technology. And now instead of go to the school, instead of attending a lot of courses, we use AI. We use AI. And you have to save money, right? It's been technology. And next, identify your target audience. Who's your ideal customer? So now we go deep down into detail. Think about demographic. Think about main idea. Think about the scale-up and think about the goal. Okay. Now today we go deep dive into the thing we studied so far. We know how to do it. Okay. The previous section we just know the concept. Okay. Now we know how to do with that concept. In demographic, think about age, gender, income level, education, occupation, location, for example. To understand, to get the customer inside, to know the again and the pain point. Okay, the main idea. What factors influence the choice? What factors influence the choice? Okay, so important. Where do they usually find information about your products or your service? Which place they often find your information? How do they know which channel they know about your products? Okay, and think about scale up. Beyond demographics, what motivates them? What is their aspirational? Okay, what motivates them? Why they're aspirational? Think about it. Deep dive inside of your target customer. Know about their value, know about their interest, know about your lifestyle, know about the personal trait. Okay, it's been you have to focus about the branding. They just choose some brand with the brand identity and brand personality with match with their interests, their lifestyle, and their personality trait. For example, I love blue. The reason why usually the logo with the blue color would attract me first. Okay, understand me? It's just interest, right? And the goal. What's the customer main challenges and frustration? How can your product service alleviate their pain point? and fulfill the unmet needs. It means identify your target audience, answer 4 things here. Understand? Clear? Clear, right? Yes, that's it. Next. Who is the zoo? Competitive analyst. Identify your competitor. 5 forces. Analyze strengths and weaknesses, SWOT, and craft a unique value proposition. All right. 3 terms, so familiar, huh? That's it. Identify competitors, 5 forces. SWOT, strength and weaknesses, SWOT analysis. Business model canvas, the second column, value proposition. So now, you understand, right? Thank you. Clear, identify and know your direct and indirect competitors. Direct mean the competitor now in the market. Indirect competitors mean probably the new entrants or your substitutes. It's mean they also indirect competitor, right? Okay. Once you know your competitors, let me SWOT to your company. Okay, SWOT your company and think about business model canvas again. We have the 6, 7, 8 key resources, key activity. Okay, remember? And that's okay. Just I teach you so far. All right. Then develop. Finally, you have to develop for your company compelling and differentiating value proposition. Okay. What I will ask your company, how many competitors in the market? You know them? Think about your strength and your weaknesses. And finally, what do you offer? The offer better to meet the customer and better to competitors. We call value proposition. Simple, right? We have the competitors. We understand ourselves. And then the customer. The thing we offer to customer much better than the competitor. We call value proposition. Okay, so you understand now. We have to understand the SWOT, pastel, and 5 forces, right? And if you want to offer the value proposition, it means you have to make the value chain analysis to know that which the main activities you can improve. All lesson linked together, huh? Okay, thank you. That's it. Next. There's some tool and methods for market research. I think it's a good way for the new founder like you, huh? I think. Oh, sorry. Up. We have the tool, comparator analysis tool, survey and customer interview, focus group, social media listening. I think do you know that tool? And industry report and data. Okay. Data first. Data. Purchase report for the market research firm or asset-free data for a government agency. Okay. The resources provide insight into the market side, growth projection, and customer demographic. You do you know that resources? Think about it. Okay. Industrial report. Okay. I'm not sure about your country, but in Vietnam, for example, we usually serve some newspapers, and they will give some kinds of free data from the environment. Okay, to make me understand more about the business, I intend to invest money on. Okay, but you have to know. Okay, and then you search later, right? Okay, right. Competitor analysis tool. Utilize online tool to research your competitor website, marketing strategy, and customer review. And I have a friend. He's very good at he can copy the competitor marketing campaign and identify that target customer. And if we compete in one market niche, one market size, it means the customer is the same. In one market, we have a lot of competitor, right? And if you know the tool to identify the competitor website, the marketing, the strategy, and the customer review, you can collect it data to help your company grow faster and better. Understand me? Okay, because we compete in the one market. We don't need to invest a lot of money for a team. Instead of invest money on the tool, on the technology to analyze your competitor website. Okay, because they also running some marketing advertising campaigns. They will take a lead, and based on the lead, you also know your market, to know your audience. Okay, that's it. All right. Social media listening. We have a lot of tools. Check the online conversation about your industry and your target audience. Using social media listening tool, we just go to Google social media listening. We type the word, for example, IELTS, and you will see that a lot of conversation, a lot of news about the IELTS certificate, IELTS examination. Okay, and then it review the current trends, the potential area for opportunity for your business. Right, it means you try to read a lot as much as possible to know about the trend in your industry. Focus the trend, you will go faster. Okay, that's it. And surviving customer interview is so important. I think it's the most important tool for your company. Invest money for CCF. Invest money on the tool called CRM. Customer Relation Management, the tool CRM. Follow and tracking your customer. Interview them. Become their friends. Make them trust you. I repeat so many times. I teach you, right? Make them become loyal friend. Let them make bad marketing for your company. You will save a lot of money and earn a lot of money in profit. That's it. There's no way better than your mouth of marketing from your customer. Remember the word. There's no way better than mouth of marketing from your existing customer. Okay, that's it. Focus group. Facilitate group to gain qualitative data about your customer section, attitude and reaction to your products and service. I think it just usually Vietnam company usually do the group focus, but I don't think it's not so effective because it's just from your own perspective views. It's not from your customer view or the market views. We have to combine the three perspective: the market, the customer, and your team, and then make the decision based on data is the best way. Okay. Usually when you have problem or when you have to report, weekly meeting, we say, oh, what's problem with our customer? A lot of team member will ask us a lot, and then okay, well, let's do it. I think it's the right way, but not a very good one. You should combine more the data, the perspective from the market, from the trend, from the interview from the customer. 3 angles. We have you make the overview about the thing you should do. Okay, that's it, all right? Okay, we give you an example, but here just take note some kind of keyword. If you want to have an effective market research, identify investing money or not. Think about 1, 2, 3, 5 tools here. Okay. 1, by industry report. Then competitor analysis tool. Google Trend, Google Analysis, Facebook ad, whatever. We can copy the competitor campaign. We know how many ads they are running, which and who is their target audience. Go to the media to take the social media listening. Just put down the keyword that appear a lot, and then focus your own people in the focus group. Okay, understand me? That's it. All right, just some kind of tool, huh? So small review. Market research, we have a tool, but the first, you have to know 3 things: industry trend, industry report, social media, and competitors analysis tool. Okay, that's it. Economy factors and technology advancement. So industry trend is so important. That's the reason why you have to update and catch up with the market. That's the reason why you need to use the social media listening tool. Okay, understand, right? Next, identify the market and your ideal customer. 4th thing, demographic, scale up, main idea, and goal. Okay, age, money levels, location, education, occupation. What really motivates them? What their interest, lifestyle, and personality trait. We think about brand identity. Okay, brand equity. And the goal, what the main challenging and frustration, and how can your products and service alleviate their pain point and fulfill unmet needs. Okay. Think about your competitors. Identify direct and indirect competitors. Remember the word indirect. Usually we just see the direct. Indirect competitors mean the new entrants, the potential substitute. Okay. And make SWOT again. And the thing that we offer better than the competitors to your potential customer, we call value proposition. The thing that we offer better your customer become value proposition. Okay, that's it. Your company, your customer, and competitor. Okay, that's it. And we have some kinds of tone here. All right, we have example, a case study. So take time to read it at home to learn more about the case study. I think we should take a break. I think we should take a break, huh? After half an hour. It's back about 7:55. Okay. We're back after half an hour. We will learn about how to validate your idea. That's it. Okay, have a break. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, all of you, can we come back?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right.
Okay, shall we video?
Oh, excuse me. Oh, April. Okay, thank you. We continue, huh?
Yeah, we continue.
Okay. So actually, we have to study how to understand about the market research. I think it's so important. The first, you have to identify 3 things in the market. One tool we studied so far about is TAM, SAM, and SUM. And the SUM is the serviceable of tenable market that you should pursue and invest a lot of money in. In the industry, in the market, you have to understand the market trend or industry trend beside the market size. Next, we think about the economic factors. That's so important. It's mean the past tell. And finally, about the technology advance. 3 things. Talking about the competitive analysis, we have to identify 3 things: the competitors, the company, and the customer. And the thing that your company offer to your customer much better than the competitors. 3 things we call the value proposition. And you should make it in the final statement and advertise it, PR it. It's okay? Clear? All right. Clear. Yeah. And we have some tool for your market research. When talking about the industry trend or market trend, we have the industry report data tool. We have social media listening tool. We have the competitors analysis tool. Okay. About your customer, we have survey and customer interview. And then we had a focus group for your internal resources. Very clear? That's it. Now we move to how to validate your idea. The first, again, put your idea in the test. We have 2 tools. In order to reduce risk, gather valuable feedback, and build momentum, right? Okay, like the previous section, right, before the break, we mentioned so far. All right, prototype and MVP, the same, huh? Next, the power of feedback loop. Look at here, learn, adapt, and improve. After you got MVP, you can still be fail. Like I show you 2 examples. Thomas Edison failed 1,000 times, even when he got a light bulb before successful. The author of Harry Potter get rejected so many times before it published. And if you want to continue, you need a feedback loop. It's when you learn, you adapt, and you improve your MVP. Clear? That's it. This means develop your prototype or MVP, create basic versions of your product and service based on your initial concept. So, actually, your business idea, it's just initial concept. However, it's so challenging when you have an excellent initial concept. If you want to have the initial concept, it takes a 3 sections already. The first, about the framework, 6-step, 5 ways. The second one, business model canvas. The tool, we have SWOT analysis, Pastel. What's it? What else? Just remind me. 5 forces. Very good. What else? 5 forces. What else? What else? Think about the competition. We have the 5 sport. Think about the activities. We have the tool. Think about the activity. We have the tool. Activities. Value chain. Remember value chains. That's it. Okay. And think about the market side. We have TAM, Samsung. Remember, on the thing, just help you to create the initial concept, and from the concept, we have to turn the concept into action based on brainstorming, mindstorming, and Scamper. Remember? That's it. Clear? And when you got an MVP, you still get fail. That is why you need a feedback loop. That's it. Learn, adapt, and improve. Get it in front of real user. Present your MVP to potential customer through testing, interview, survey. Okay? Clear? All right. Gather the feedback from your potential customer. That is why we need the target audience profile. Bring your MVP to them. Get them feedback. Gather feedback. What do they like? What confused them? What features do they find missing? Ask them. Okay, 3 questions. Remember, when we take the feedback, make sure you collect positive and negative sides too, both sides. Now, usually R&D team, they refer the positive feedback because, actually the feedback like your sore baby, your baby sore, okay? So when you hear the negative feedback, usually you easily get frustrated. So as a boss, as a GM, as a founder, you need to be brave enough to accept that there's still some aspect we need to improve. Okay? Accept the negative feedback with the very open-minded attitude. Okay? That's it. Analyze and adapt. Based on the feedback, iterate on your MVP, refine the features, address the unusable issues, and incorporate valuable customer insight. Remember my tool, Scamper? Scamper, we can help you well on this stage. Scamper. Okay, the tool I teach you. Scamper. Have you analyze and adapt MVP well? And repeat the loop. The validation process is iterate. Continuous test, learn, and adapt the concept until you achieve a strong product market fit. It's just a market fit only, and we have to repair a lot of steps. Market fit is just a market and your products and your customer. Think back about the business model canvas. Just 1, 2, 3, 4 column. The first, customer segment. The second one, value proposition. The third, customer channel. And the fourth, customer relationship. When you have 4 things, we have the product market fit. And if you take good strategy, we create the market penetration strategy. Right? Links on theory together. Is it understand? Huh? If you follow my lesson carefully, you can explain all of the framework. You can only plan the structure of all the company later. Okay? That's it. If you follow my lesson carefully, I think your strategy is quite good now. That's good. All right. A real story. I think you should read it case study later, and I make very detailed analysis about the Evernote. You know Evernote? My goodness, right? My goodness, all right. Airbnb? No. Evernote? No. So I just wonder, what's Tin Lan? Man, all right. Evernote, man. Thank you. The cracking the code to profitable. pricing. And now I think we move to a very interesting part, pricing strategy. Okay. As a business owner, okay.
I got it.
As a business owner, I think this section is so important for the founder. You know, actually, you can sell a lot of products. You can get a lot of new customer. But about the pricing, if you set the wrong pricing strategy, I don't think you can overpass your competitor. Agree? All right. And you know, which price is good and why you should choose that price instead of other one, I think is a good experience. So is there anyone here who got a lot of experience when setting the price? Huh? Can you share some ideas? All of you here?
No, sir.
No, thank you. How about Liz? How about Charlie? Charlie? How about
I know her experience.
okay? How about Apron? Do you have any experience about the pricing strategy? Otuku, Chibuzu?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so can you have any experience about the pricing strategy?
Yeah, actually, pricing strategy has to work in a way that in a competitive market where
Mhm.
your product can win the other market by reducing the price to consumer affordability, and in such a way that the company will also incur profit at the end. So
Okay,
pricing
it's been
strategy, yes, yeah, it actually helps a company to gain and regain customers from a competitive market, in a competitive market, sorry.
mhm. It's mean that you will choose the strategy, the pricing strategy based on your customer, right? For example, in the products, your competitors will set for example, $100 US. You will base on
Yeah.
that price, right? Okay, because it's one of strategy of pricing. Today, I will introduce you more, okay, about the pricing strategy. Usually, the S&M or the new one will set the price based on the existing company or your competitors. That's it. You look at their price and think about yours. That's it. Okay. Here, the cost. The first, if you want to set the price, you need make a cost analysis. Know your number first. You have to know how much money you create your products, right? You have to make value chains again. Marketing, sale, CCF, operation, inbound and outbound logistic. All of the activities will make the cost of your company, right? Think back about the business model canvas, key activities, key resources. Think about the left, 6, 7, 8 column on the left will totally make the cost. And you have to know that before. We call cost analysis. Okay. That's it. Simple, right? All right. That's it. What exactly cost analysis? It's the process of understanding all expensive associated with getting your products or service and running smoothly. Okay. That's it. Thank you. Yeah. Think about the value chain analysis. The primary activities, understand them, is a cost analysis. All right, that's it. We have in the theory, we have two kinds of cost: direct cost and, of course, indirect cost. And direct cost is something you can see. For example, tangible gesture you need. But usually, the business founder often forgot indirect cost because it's behind the scene. It's hard to see. All right. For example, direct costs, we have material. Easy to see, right? Next, labor. Okay, I'm called a salary, labor, salary. Manufacturing. Okay, operation. One thing we call operation, right? Logic, inbound, about marketing, sales, and CCS service. I think you know it already because it's easy to see. How about indirect cost? Look at it. Remember, rent and utility. The rent, the fixed cost, the renting for supplier, renting for the homeowner, marketing and advertising, equipment and technology, administrative expensive. All these things you have to understand as a founder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. And actually, it's just a detail for value chain analysis. Like that's all right. Think about the tone, value chain analysis. I told you so far. Okay, it's included here. It's just detail. I teach you already. And you have to know a very important theory. We call the price and perception. And usually the money you might come from the perception, not the price. Okay, look at it. What does it mean, the price and perception here? The price, it isn't just about cost. It's all about perceived value. If your customer think your product's very good, very high classes, it means you can increase the price. That reason why at the first time I showed you before, think back about the smart curve. You have to invest money on branding because branding can affect directly to perceived value to your customer. Okay, clear, right? Just ask your customer 3 words you describe about my products. You can think that from there, you can get a customer insight about the perceived value. That's it. And then as a business owner, data driven can inform decision later. Okay. Every good business solves a problem. Identify the unique benefits you offer to your customer. Focus on how you solve the problem, save the time, money, or improve life. Become perceived value. Again, 2 words. Pinpoint. Again, value proposition. The thing you offer to the customer much better than the thing that your competitor offer. That's it. Okay? You can solve the problem better. You can save more time. You can save more money. Anything. Just find the thing that you do better to your competitor. We just need to do better. We don't need the best. Remember, in strategy, the word better, not the best. We better than our competitor. Understand me? Remember, that is why we need market analysis. That is why we need internal analysis and external analysis. Okay? 3 words, better than competitor. We don't need the best. Okay? Some key takeaway, power and profits. Knowledge is a power and profits. The reason why the founder need lifelong learning. Next, set the competitive price. Understand your cost. First, will help you allow you to price your products or service fairly. For 2 purposes. The profits, of course, and the market competitiveness. Remember, pricing strategy for 2 purposes. The first, profit. The second, the market competitiveness. If your competitor, the same market, offer the low price, that's it. You cannot offer so high price. As a business founder, the setting pricing is an art because we need competitions and the profits at one time. That is why setting a price is an art. Okay, an art. Okay? That's it. Look at here. Make the smart purchasing decision. Knowing where the money goes, help you allocate all resources effectively and avoid unnecessary spending. Actually, again, value chain analysis. Value chain analysis, the most important activity that affect. Okay, remember, forecast the futures. How do you forecast the future? Understand the company, understand your customer, and understand the market trend. Again, if you want to focus the futures, understand yourself, your company, SWOT analysis, understand your customer, okay, and understand the market trend. If you can predict the market trends, you can easily forecast for the future. All right. That. Okay. Here. Competitive landscape. Value proposition is the core message that you scream to your customer. Hey, I understand your need and I am a perfect solution. Right? And you have to make it an official statement. You know, just an example, right? We shouldn't say, hey, I understand your need. I'm a perfect solution. Just give like a slogan, right? Right? Let the marketing do it for you. Right? For example, Prudentials. You know, the insurance company. Do you know? Have you ever heard about it? Company? Prudential insurance company. They have a very good slogan. Always listen, always understand. That's it. Okay. Always listen, always understand. Okay. Don't get lost in the jungle. Understand the competitive landscape. You have the map. It help you navigate the terrain and avoid getting lost in the sea of similar offering. That's it. All right, like I did. Just a theory I will give you later, okay? That's. To be honest, pricing is tricky dance. Charge too much. The customer may feed. And charge too little. You may struggle to turn the profits. That's where the comparative research come in. That charge too high, the customer will leave you. And charge too little, you will go bankruptcy. Okay? That's it? Right. That's the reason why you need to market research. And by analyzing the pricing strategy, you get a valuable insight. The first, what makes you worth it? Value proposition. What makes you worth it? Don't just be different, be better. The art of differentiation. Remember, I told you in the strategy, usually we just be better than your competitors. We don't need the best. Remember my lesson. The art of differentiation. Highlight what makes you different, what makes you better, and why customers should choose you over the rest. Because the art of differentiation. What makes you different, what makes you better, and why customers should choose you over the rest. And if you can't answer, it means you and your competitor is the same. That's right. The pricing should be not so different? Okay, that's it, because you have no different. I can choose you and your competitors. Think about 5 forces, right? 5 forces. And if you want something superior to your competitors, you need 4 things. You need 4 things here. I give you four anatomy. The first, focus on the feature and benefit. Which feature and benefits of products you better or you different to your competitor. Think about your features. R&D team will ask you that. R&D team will have you answer the question. The quality in the service, the quality in delivery, the quality in the operation, which is better than the competitor. Next, brand story and values. Branding matters. The successful of the business in 2025 is how to tell the story better. How to tell the story better. Okay. Try to make the story and using the storytelling technique to give the customer attract and understand your brand more. Okay. Next, about the customer service. I think it's the best way. Exceptional customer service is the best way. Because it touch the feeling. That's the reason why CX and CY is so popular today. Actually, I teach you so far. Right? Okay. Just go detail. Knowledge is power in pricing game. Know your competitors, own your value. Know your competitors, own your value. Keyword, deep competitor research isn't just about who's cheapest. It's about understanding their strengths and weaknesses to position your offerings as a clear winner in terms of value. Okay? Know your competitors, own your value. Understanding your competitor's strengths and weaknesses to position your offering. Again, the thing you offer to your customer much better than your customer offer. Much better than better. Price with confidence. Forget undercutting everyone. By understanding your true value proposition, you can set strategic pricing that reflect the unit benefits you bring to the customer. And if you want to set the price with the confidence, don't care about your competitor, think about business model canvas again. 1, 2, 3, and 4, the 4 first column, and how to analyze the value chain. Focus on the primary activity. That's it. Okay. Can you follow me? Okay. And become the value champions. Focus the things that create a value. And in this session, the word value appears so many times, right? And that links again the SMILE curve, where the 4th section will bring the most value to your operation. Branding, marketing, R&D, and sales after sale. Focus that 4 team. You can become the value champion. That's it. The customer will leave you because you lack of one of 4 pillars: branding, marketing, R&D, and sales after sale. The marketing will leave you. Usually 80% of total market. The customer will leave because 1 of 4. Think about it. Always think about it. Let you become the value champion. The customer choose you. I think you have to be different at one point. Think about it. Deep dive inside. Okay? And pricing. Strategy. Find the sweet spot. Okay. Do I have a lot of time now? That's it. Okay, I will teach you something because it's quite long, but we try to introduce first some kind of technique. The first, cost plus pricing. The cost plus pricing is it a simple way? You have the cost by cost analysis, okay, and here the profits and the price, cost plus price. Understand me? Okay. The first, you make the cost analysis to identify the cost to reduce the products, and then here the profits, and cost plus profits become price. Okay. Simple, right? We call it cost plus pricing. We don't care about the competitors. The advantages here, simple to implement, good for beginner, guarantee you don't lose money because you just have the cost. And for example, I need a 20% profits. So cost plus 20% profits become price. And usually the beginner, we set the price like this, right? But however, the back of this pricing strategy, you don't care about the customer perceived value or the market's competition, right? Probably sometime because you want to earn a lot of profit, you can lose your customer because overpricing. That's it, right? Clear. If you are the managers or you are the founder, you usually say that we often use the cost plus pricing because it's easy to use. However, usually as a founder, we really want a profit. That is why you set the profits percentage of profit so high. That reason why your pricing is over and you lose the customer. Okay, we move to the second one. Value-based pricing. It means your products must be values, right? Okay, that's it. Here, look at that. The cost, the makeup, and the perceived value. And here we call values-based pricing. So actually, value-based pricing, you need very, very strong branding. Think about the branding. I think about the expensive. Think about branding. I think I should pay a little bit money. That's it. Branding strategy. And you will have the value-based pricing. Okay, that's it. So usually, you would think about the value-based pricing. You need a very strong marketing and sales team. Think about the problem you solve. Think about the time you save, and think about the joy that my products can bring to you. Then, okay, affects their psychology. Value-based pricing based on the conversation about the psychology and psychology strategy too. That's it. You need to improve the customer expectation, and your products can solve the problem well. Okay, that's it. Become perceived value. Allow you to capture the true rewards, and often leads to higher profit margin, of course, because actually the value-based pricing much higher compared to the cost plus pricing. Okay. However, you need a deep understanding of your target audience and their perception of value. And if you misjudge the value proposition, you may price yourself out of market. It means overpriced too. You have to know your audience. You have to know your customer. And the thing you give to the audience much better than the customer, the competitor offer to the customer. We call value-based pricing. Understand the customer. Think about demographic. Think about pain point. Think about the gain. Okay. Have to understand and on the market. We use the tone. Actually, all of the tone I told you, usually you can apply to the value-based pricing because it increase the values of your products in the eyes of the customer. Okay, that's it. Next, keep up with the Johnnies. Okay, because competitive pricing. That's it. All right, look at that. You like apron sharing. You research what your competitors are charging, and use it as a benchmarking to set your own price. Okay, usually the new one will use the strategy. You search the market and you see your competitor charging, and you use it at a benchmark to apply. Probably we can increase a little bit, or we can reduce a little bit, 10 or 20%. We call benchmarking strategy. Okay, agree? Usually for the new business, or actually for the market development, we often use that strategy. You are the new one. Okay, so often we lower the price a little bit. The competitors $100 US, me 80 or 90 US. If I'm new, for example, today we grand opening, we will reduce for the first 100 customer 50% off. For example, we use the benchmarking. Look at the price for the competitors and set our price. Okay, that's it. Simple, huh? But you know, value-based, right, is the highest. If you can use the value-based, right, you will earn the high profit margin. Next, reduce the loss, reduce the risk. Attract a customer in the market niche. However, can list the price war. The price war. Penetration pricing, discount. Like I told you before, penetrating pricing. If you want to get a good feedback, okay, get the market share or brand awareness. Usually the new products, okay, you will give a very strong discount. We call penetrating pricing, 50%, 40% off. Of course, the benefits, you can generate excitement. Good for have establish a custom base quickly. Attract a lot of customer. The price half down. The disadvantages, you may cheapen the perceived value of your products, and later it's hard to raise the prices again. After 50% off, so after 2 or 3 years, you can double the price. Understand, right? Clear? Understand? Focus, all right. Skimming pricing. Skimming pricings, usually for the cutting edge technology. The first, you will use the free, and then they will upload you to use the premium, AI tool, for example, the free for 1 month, and then up to the premium versions. Okay, that's it. And if that products become popular later, the price will decrease gradually. Usually some products related to the technology will use that method. The first free, after use 1 or 2 months, update the premium version. And when it become popular, they will reduce the price a little bit. And then we invest to create a new product. Okay. The good thing, you can maximize the profits early, allow you to redevelop again quickly. However, it can limit initial customer reach, may not suitable for all products. Remember. And the power of packaging, that's it. Pay attention. Power of packagings. One product, $45, and 100 products, just $100. Okay. The customer will choose more because they feel cheaper. They feel cheaper, although it's not cheap at all, right? Think about the package. Try to sell in the package. The more they buy, the cheaper price they get. One product, 45, and 100 products, just $200 US. They will think it's cheap. Okay? Think about the package. Involve group products or service together and offering them a discount price compared to buy individually. One product, $4, 10 products, $10, for example. When they think individually, they could get a lot of discount. Okay? Yes or no? Products increase perceived value, can push the sale. However, require careful selection of products. Think about your business. Can you apply this or not? The first, we need a lot of products in your company. The book, for example, marketing book, sale book, CCF book, HR book. One book, $5, but 10 book only $10. Package, the power package. The premium pricing. Okay, the free and then premium products. I told you, right? Okay, the free first and then premium later. Okay, that's it. The actionable insight, test, refine, and conquer. Pricing isn't set it and forget it. Become an experimentation enthusiast. Try, test, think big, start more, test, and refine. Okay, some keyword, right? Some keywords for the first day. Think big, start more, and test again. Okay. Think about some keyword I teach you so far. All right. Data-driven decision. Numbers don't lie. Check your sales data closely. All right. Use 5 ways. Use 5 ways to think about lead. Think about the conversion rate. Think about the customer. Think about the transactions. Think about the sale average volume. Okay. 5 factors to boost your business. Right. I will teach you some psychology of pricing later. Actually, I have a lot of tips to help you sell more at one time. We call psychology pricing. It's not logic anymore. But by the way, let's make a small review first, because we have a lot of pricing strategy. The first, the simple way, cost plus. We have the cost and plus the profits you want. It become price. Simple, huh? All right, simple. Huh? That's it. Next, value-based pricing. It means it depends on your customer perspective. Invest the money on the branding. Make sure your customer receive that your product is so good. Your customers so value, and of course the price is high. And think about it, the famous branding around the world, Nike, Adidas, they use the value-based pricing only. The price so high, the price so high, and they tell the story very good. They're good at the storytelling. The branding often links with some fancy thing and famous asset. Okay, that's it. Think about it. Think about it. Think about a very expensive branding, luxury branding. They use value-based pricing strategies as well, because the perceived value is the thing they earn money. The higher perceived value, the more profits they will get. Okay, and they outsource for some country like Vietnam about the cost of labor. They just keep the perceived branding through the branding strategy. Remember, that's it. Comparative pricing, we call benchmarking. Look at your competitors. They set $10, and then probably I can set myself 9 or 11. They will think about based on their price. They become our standard, the benchmarking. Okay, the line. Look at the competitor pricing and use that as a benchmarking to set the own price. Okay. And trading, set the lower introductory price to get a market share and brand awareness. Trading, very cheap one at first. For products development or for the new market. Often you use the very cheap price for the first time, all right? And then go up later. And skimming price, what does it mean? Skimming. We make the free products and then upload to the premium one. Okay. And the power package, it means try to sell as many products as possible at one time, and then we combine when divide them individually. Okay, grouping the products and offer them at discounted price. Let the customer think that they will save a lot of money if they buy them individually. Okay, follow me? Simple, right? That's it. Same. The premium pricing, the same, huh? The first premium model, the same update. Also the free model, and then update to become premium. That's it. Test. We have a lot of things for testing. Ask your customer, test them, refine them, and conquer. Track your sales data based on 5 ways. Okay, track data based on 5 ways. And you understand how pricing will impact your bottom line. It's been your profits. Okay, that's it. Probably next week I will teach you about a psychology. Just based on the psychology of people, you set the price and they affect the brand that we buy more products from you. It's not logic anymore. We're talking about the strategy, I mean the logic, and now we move to something higher. We call psychology pricing. All right. Okay. So today is Monday, right? On Wednesday, I will teach you about psychology pricing. Remember, we have a lot of way for set the price. Some kinds of keyword, you understand, huh? Some model. As a founder, certain price so important. If you have the difference, you should you should use the value-based pricing. Okay, and if you are new, you should use managed trading pricing, new to the market. Okay, and if you think about the competition, you think about the price of competitors, and let them become your benchmarking. Usually, you follow the highest position of the company, the leading company, and based on their price, you set your own. Okay, that's it. And if you have the tech, the platform, they offer free, and then you just convert 10% to you premium. Okay, simple, right? And if you have a product, try to sell in the full package with discounted price. We have a lot of products. Try to combine one package with discounted price. Let the customer compare by themselves. I think that buying in the package cheaper than buying individually. Okay, that's it. All right, so think about this, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A lot of things, huh? And there are 2 keywords you have to know. The first, if you want to have the pricing strategy, you need a cost analysis. You have to know what cost you spend, the money you spend in your daily activities. Think about business model canvas. Again, key resources, key activity, key partnership, and the second word, the price and the perception, and the bridge between the price and perception we call value proposition. The thing you give to the customer must be better than your competitor give to them in the market. Okay, that's it. If you got the very high value proposition, should be confident to set the value-based pricing. That's it. Okay. So I think it's enough for my lesson today. Okay. There's a lot of new thing. There's a lot of new term. So hope that at home you have to download my document and take a look and bring question if you're still not sure about the pricing strategy, because there are a lot of way to set the price, and it links a lot with the business environment. SWOT analysis, 5 forces, right? 5 forces, value chain analysis. If you don't do the strategy for business environment analysis, usually we just use the benchmarking. You look at the price of competitors and you make it become benchmark to your price. That's it. Or you have the new products, just based on feeling, you will put the price so low at the first. 2 way, if you don't make carefully the business environment analysis. Okay. So you have link a lot of things. Business model, business idea, turn business idea to practice, and then internal resources, external resources, competitors, competitive, value chain, market side, in order to have the value proposition. Okay, the more of value proposition you get, the higher perspective that the customer will receive. It means your price is higher. Overview picture, huh? All links together, selling price. And if you don't make the business environment analysis, so usually You just deal one with the customer, just deal directly, and they you easily bargain the price, and finally, usually, you will put the price down based on their bargain because you don't understand them and you don't understand the competitors. Usually, you set the price too high or too low. If too high, you overrate, they will leave you. If too low, you get the customer, but you don't got profit. The problem for the new founder. That's it. All right. Thank you. Thank you. So, wow, how many students? Understand. Thank you. All right. Okay. So I will give you 3 minutes. Please review and give me some kind of opinion and lesson you learned so far from the pricing strategy. You have a very, very important keyword here: perceived value. Perceived value, or the gap between the price and the value, we call value proposition. Okay, that's it. And if you want to get value proposition, you have to understand your customer. It means potential customer. You have to understand yourself. It means SWOT analysis, and you have to understand the competitors, and you have to understand the market. Okay, you all learn so far, right? Because all 4 factors will affect to the way you set the price. Understand that? Simple. Okay. All right. So, hey, wow. Thank you. So, oh, just only five students left. How about Liz? Cho Lai Ji. Okay, Liz. Give me one new thing you learned from the lesson today. Liz.
Hello.
Hello.
I understand about the price strategy is like refer to the method or approach a business used to set the price of its product or services in order to achieve like certain objective, minimizing profit, gaining market share, or possessing itself completely in the market. There are many kind of strategy. The price is not depend on the cost; it's depend on the value. Like if the project is might be priced lower than the competitor to quick gain market share, then price are increased over time.
Okay.
Like skimming pricing, competitive pricing, they have a lot of strategy ways.
That's it. Okay. So as a founder, usually we often use the cost plus pricing here. And you think about the profits you want and the cost you make the product. So usually that way is simple, but end up with overpricing and losing customer. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So each strategy will give you the pros and cons. So read the material carefully. If you choose it,
Yes,
you have to
sir.
think about the good thing and the not good thing. Okay, that's it. Cảm ơn, thank you. Cảm ơn. In Vietnamese we say cảm ơn. It means thank you. Cảm ơn. Yeah. Cảm ơn. Thank you, Liz.
Thank you.
How about Boy? Boy?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And anything news?
Okay. Yeah, I learned that we know your competitor and own your value. Is much better than our competitors. Sir. Price with confidence is we need to focus on business model compares 1 to 4, sir. And then I know the competitive pricing. It is look at competitive pricing, sir. It is use market deploy or maybe start a business. You this strategy, sir. Competitive pricing is. And
Okay.
then
So-
penetration pricing is it is can use for goal for establishing a customer or a new market. We can use this strategy, sir. Penetration pricing, sir.
So again, links with the previous section, we have the penetrating market. It means you
Yeah.
enter into a new market and you need to guess the market share and brand awareness. So you down the price a lot, become penetrating pricing. Okay, that's it. Remember, for
Yeah.
example, 70% for the first 100 customer. That's it. Especially for grand opening, you will sell or we sell down a lot, become penetrating pricing. Okay,
Okay.
that's it. Thank you,
Yeah.
Chloe.
Xin cảm ơn.
Xin cảm ơn. Yeah, cảm
Xin
ơn.
cảm ơn.
Yes. How about Tin Lai? Tin Lai.
Yes, I know that pricing is not just about the coverage cost, but about the strategy. First one, cost plus pricing is simple and granted profits, but it doesn't consider customer perception. Value-based prices, on the other hand, is driven by branding and passive value, which allow the companies like Nike or Adidas want to charge their premium price. I also understood the competitive prices use the market as a benchmark, while penetration prices sets a low entry price to attract customer quickly, and Skimmy starts with a high price for early adopters before lowering it. And then we also discuss Pandally, which makes customer fee they are getting more value through packages and premium prices, which gives business features free and charges for events once like that. Yeah.
Okay, so actually it will link more with the strategy of operation, and one operation, one strategy will link with the price strategy. That's it. Okay. We have a lot way 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7 way. So know it and don't use it. Use only one way at all time. It's very dangerous, right? Because remember, we don't do business again. We don't do business alone. That's the reason why we need the market analysis. Okay. So how about thank you, Tin Lai. How about Francis? Francis, can you hear me? Okay, so I think we can stop for today. So just some kind of review word. If you want to turn your idea into action, the first we have brainstorm, role playing, and if you want to encourage your team member, take action, use technique scammer. Okay. Make sure your idea can fix the target market. Make an MVP before you full scale development. And remember, even though you got MVP, you still face the early struggle. The lesson here, Thomas Edison, 1,000 failed experiment. Even though he got MVP, the product viable, however, still failed. The author of Harry Potter, drawing, She write the book already. She got a script ready. However, she will still get the rejected. Okay, the reason why when we have the MVP, it doesn't mean it doesn't guarantee that you will get success. The reason why we need the market research, know the business link up, by understand the industry, especially the industry trend, market size, know about the economic factors, think about the technological advancement. It can substitute your products or not. It can destroy your idea or not. Does it? Answers about the ideal customer by 4 things. Identify your competitors, direct and indirect. Make the SWOT analysis, and then craft a unique value proposition for your products. Some kinds of tool. Okay. And after you have an MPP, use the feedback loop, learn, adapt, and improve. Okay. Then pricing. First, make the cost analysis, and then set the price. Clear? Clear, right? Somehow good, huh? Thank you.
Yes. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you,
Hope
sir.
that
Good
you-
night.
Thank you. Hope that you can follow my lesson, some kind of overview, link together. So, let me check your attendance. All right. Sorry, let me check your attendance. I think
Yes,
it's quite
sir.
important.
Yes.
All right. So just wait a minute. Okay. You check your attendance. Sorry. So, all right. Okay. Innocent. Right. See through tone. Episode. Francie. Okay. Nailing hate. Nailing hate. Nailing. Thin line. Thin line. Okay. Cholazi. Okay. You. Right. Apron. Okay. Poi. Okay. That's it. Okay. So, thank you. So I think we can stop our lesson today. Next day I will teach you more about the psychology. We have the logic already, and then about the psychology for the pricing strategy, huh? Thank
Yes,
you.
sir.
See you later.
Okay.
See you
Good
later.
night, sir. See you later.
Yeah, good night. Later.